Hello everyone. Today's topic is preparing research paper in social sciences at undergraduate level. Before going in detail, let us have the meaning of research. What is research? Actually, research is not like writing a long question answer, though it seems to be like that. It is systematic and thorough investigation. It is an in-depth study of materials. Why we do research? We do research just to get some new conclusion, just to establish cause-effect relationship between different factors. That's why we explore it when we do research. And we all know it leads to development for the society. Now, doing research or writing a research paper is not an easy task because there are so many limitations. To overcome these limitations, I'll give you some tips so that it becomes easier for you to write a research paper. What are these tips? First and foremost, you have to find out a relevant topic to your subject. The topic or issue or problems, whatever you say, it should be relevant to your subject because there are so many subjects in social sciences. You cannot write or you cannot pick up a topic from other subjects because you are going to submit it as a part of your syllabus. That's why when you search for an issue or a problem on which you are going to write a research paper, you have to be careful choosing that. And you should be careful about the feasibility of the topic. Feasibility in the sense of time, in the sense of material and fund too, because you will have limited period for completing the research paper. So the topic should be viable within that period of time. And as a student, you don't possess a lot of money. Research always requires fund. So you have to think about that also, so that it requires less amount of money. Then study material also, because materials may be lot of materials on the topic, but you will not be able to collect everything within that period of time. So next is to draft an outline of necessary steps to be taken, because you cannot write research paper haphazardly. You have to make outline on the steps. About those I'll tell you later. And it's like a body of the research paper. And then you have to explore the data sources, because when you write research paper, you will be needing information and data from different sources, but you have to explore which one will be the correct source. Nowadays you all have smartphone, you have internet, so there are lot of sources, but you have to think about the reliability of the sources on the basis of your topic. So you cannot bring or cannot collect data from anywhere which are not reliable. Then you have to simplify the data sources and you have to think about the accessibility. There may be lot of sources, lot of data, but whether these will be accessible for you or not, that depends on the success of your research paper. So accessibility is another important thing you have to keep in your mind. Then you have to know about your limitations, because time will be the ultimate limitations for your research paper, writing research paper, and time will define the other limitations also. Now, regarding all these things, you should consult your guide or teacher. Then it will be easier for you to write the research paper. Now, come to the steps to be followed. I'll name them. First one will be introduction, second objective and methodology, third literature review, third analysis of data and discussion, then findings and suggestions, conclusion, bibliography and appendix. Now, before going into these steps, let me tell about two things. One is cover page, another is content. Cover page is compulsory and it will contain the title of the paper. You should write in bold font and it should be clear. It should be written on the top of the cover page, and below that you can write down the purpose that you are going to submit it, just to fulfill the requirement of your fourth semester or first semester, etc. etc. It should be in a small font than the title font. After that, you have to write your name clearly with title and all. Then write down the name of the college, class, and session. With that, you can also write the registration number or the roll number if it requires. Then you should write the department from which you belong to, then the supervisor's name along with the designation. Supervisor will be your teacher. He or she may be your HOD or associate professor or assistant professor. That is the cover page. After that, there will be two pages. One is declaration by the student. You have to declare that you have done this of your own and this is your original work. There may be a format prescribed by your university. You can bring a copy and fill it up and put your signature below that along with your name. After that, there will be a page containing the supervisor's certificate. This certificate will authenticate your writings that you have done it of your own. This is not a copy, and then only you can submit it to the authority, or otherwise authority may not accept your research paper, so be careful. Then after that, there will be content, and we all know in content there will be chapter's name in the left side, right side there will be the page numbers. And if you add some tables or diagrams or maps or charts, etc., you can put in numbers, and in the left side and the right side you have to give the page numbers, and normally these are given in Roman numbers. Now come to the steps to be followed in details. The steps, first one is introduction. Introduction introduces about the whole story that you have written in the research paper. It could be followed by an abstract. Abstract is a gist of the whole paper. Now, after the abstract, you can write the heading as introduction, and an introduction, if it requires, you can give definition. You can clarify the concept that you are going to write paper on that concept. After that, you can write few lines about the significance of the study, because you have chosen this topic as it has some importance to the society, to the department of your own subject, or to the students' fraternity. Then after that, you can also write some lines on the limitations or problems which are probable that you may face during the time of the writing of research paper. But you should put it, all these things in a nutshell. And after that, you can write something regarding the limitations. After limitation, you can write the benefit also, because you always will be expecting some benefits that will come out from your research work. So you can confine them into 2 or 3 sentences. The next step is you have to write about objective and methodology. Objectives indicates the reasons behind choosing the specific topic, and you can also write down the groups or fraternity which will be called as the probable beneficiary. That will be the objective. Remember, objective is related to the issue or the topic that you have selected. And in the cover page, you already written the purpose, and that purpose is different from this objective. Now come to methodology. In methodology, you have to specify which one you are going to adopt, because there may be a lot of methodologies. such as field survey, case study. You can pick up a problem, you can analyze that problem. For example, in economics, you can pick up the price rise problem or unemployment problem, etc., and you are going to analyze. And you can also take the method of empirical study. For example, you are going to study the socio-economic status of Assam during 15th century, like that. Or you can pick up some books. On the basis of the books, you are going to write your research paper for subject like Assamese or literature paper. Basically, you do this on the basis of books or cinemas or personalities, etc. Now, there is an optional step. You can construct a hypothesis. Hypothesis is necessary in higher level of researches, but still you can have one hypothesis. For example, suppose you want to write a research paper on women education, you can take a hypothesis: women education helps reducing poverty. Now, during the research analysis, you can prove it by using statistical tools or by using some tables or diagrams, etc., etc. In the main body, you have to prove this hypothesis. After that, there will be review of literature. It refers to works done on the relevant topic by other writers. It may be a book, it may be an article, or it may be the focus areas of such studies. You should write this in short, not in a very elaborate manner. Then after that, main body comes. In the main bodies, this is your original work. Here you will arrange the data in a systematic way, and you can incorporate table or diagram or maps or charts wherever necessary, and you have to give your analysis here. You can explain and everything in simplified manner, and if needed, you can bring some comparison. Suppose you are writing a research paper on human development index of Assam. In that case, you can bring down the data from the other northeastern states, and you can bring in comparison, or you can compare the data with average Indian data, etc., etc. And you can assess and evaluate the data in this main body. Here you can put some footnote or you can put quotation also, but be careful. In adding this footnote or quotation, you should think about the font size. You should think, in case of quotation, who was the speaker or who was behind that quotation. You should put the name clearly. Then be careful so that you don't forget to mention the data source wherever necessary or needed. You have to put the data source. After that, it will be finding, suggestion, and conclusion. You can club all these three into one chapter, or you can make it 2 or 3. Here you will summarize the findings in clear points. You can also give some suggestions to improve the situation if needed, or you can put here your concluding remark. You also can put your expectation in future on that point. Thus, the research paper ends. But after that, you have to keep one page for or a certain space for bibliography. Bibliography should follow proper format. You can take the help of other books or journal articles. If you have consulted books and journals and research papers, etc., you should categorize them. Now arrange them in alphabetical order. If it is book, then mention the name of the writer or names of the writer, the year of publication, name of the publisher along with the year and ISBN number. Don't forget to put all these things. If it is an article, then put the writer name, paper title, journal and publisher name, year of publication, and the volume number and the ISSN number. After that, there remains another thing which we call appendix or appendices. Here You can attach the questionnaire, which perhaps you have prepared in the time of collection of data. Then you can add the relevant report that you have gone through during the time of data collection and report analysis. You can also add relevant act if you have used, or case number or protocol if needed. Then at last you can check plagiarism to justify your own original work. I hope you will be benefited with these tips. Thank you.